The economy can be thought of as two cycles moving in opposite directions. In one direction, we see goods and services flowing from individuals to businesses and back again. In the opposite direction, we see money flowing from businesses to households and back again. Both of these cycles are necessary to make the economy work. When we buy things, we pay them. When we go to work, we make things in exchange for money. The circular flow model of the economy outlines these ideas and highlights the flow of goods, services, and money throughout the economy in an endless loop. It also shows the interaction between two groups of economic decision makers, households and businesses, and the two types of economic markets, the market for resources and the market for goods and services. While the real economy is much more complex, the simplified circular flow model is useful for understanding some key economic relationships.
As you can see here, the circular flow diagram shows the simplified form of how the economy functions. On the sides, you can see firms and households. These are the decision makers in the system. First up, firms act as producers. They manufacture goods and services with the use of inputs, namely labor, land, and capital, which are also known as factors of production. While households are represented as consumers, they consume the goods and services produced by firms. It is also known that they are the owners of the factors of production. Now, you may ask, how do these two entities interact? Where do they meet? And how does their relationship work? To start, households and firms interact with one another in two types of markets: the markets for goods and services and the market for the factors of production. In addition to that, as seen in the diagram, there are two loops. The inner one representing the markets of production, specifically the flows of inputs and outputs, and the outer one representing the market of goods and services, specifically the flow of money. Now, let's move on to the markets for goods and services. This is where households are buyers and firms are sellers. If you look at the outer loop, it shows the trade-off of money for goods and services. In other words, the flow of money. Specifically, where households will spend their money in exchange for goods and services produced by firms that will receive a profit on their end. On the other hand, it is the complete opposite in the markets for the factors of production. It is where households become sellers and firms become buyers. If you can observe the inner loop, it shows the trade-off of money for their labor, capital, and land. In short, the flows of inputs and outputs. Specifically, where households offer their inputs such as labor, land, and capital in exchange for a salary or wages. It is where firms take advantage of these factors in the production of their goods and services.
Now, let us learn more about the circular flow by following the money from a student's savings as it makes its way from person to person through the economy. As a student, you save up your money to avail goods and services based on your needs and wants. As you buy different foods and clothing, watch some movies, or enjoy the spa, you give numerous producers a revenue. These producers will continue to provide those goods and services using your money. They will then buy other raw materials or pay the wage to the employees and the rental fee to their landlord. Either way, your money enters the income of some households and will also become someone's savings. Then, the circular flow of the economy starts once again. In conclusion, the circular flow diagram is a simple illustration of the economy. However, due to its simplicity at the same time, it lacks details and other information affecting the country's economy. Specifically, government and international trade, taxes, government spending, etc. These things are not shown on the diagram, but the good side is that this diagram can give you the overall idea and view of how the economy works.